So this is ISA sample type for ANSI 4010. Okay.
Okay.
So now we will do today from today. I mean, what are the remaining functions? We will use this type and we'll do the mapping. We'll use for output SAM. I have got one XSD. Let me import that XML. This is a big XML file. So this is the document. What is this group? This icon.
Choice, right?
Yeah, choice. So choice means either anyone can come. So all these are elements. So here in this choice group, the main group is invoice bridge element. So you can delete everything. You can keep only the invoice bridge because I know that invoice is the main group for me. So while doing mapping, I'll directly go for invoice. So even if it is a it's not required, you can convert it. When you import the message using XSS, it will show like this. So now it is having invoice bridge element. Invoice bridge element is a root tag for my message type, and then will be having multiple invoices, and invoice will be having a bit different. And then inside that invoice detail, invoice detail, there will be multiple details. So this is my message structure. So invoice bridge is the root tag. So now you can convert the choice group to sequence because it is having only one group. Even if we put that leave it as it is sequence, there won't be any issue. But no need because we have only one group inside the global. So better to convert to sequence. So now analyze the group. So now we have one ANSI H2L type key and one our XML type key. Now for all our remaining functional map, I mean the built-in functions, we will use this map ANSI H2L to XML. Okay,
Yeah.
H2L to XML. So let me take the type key first and trim that.
Now, what are that segment inside ISA and IE, that ST, N1, N2?
Okay, there will be different segments depends on the message type. So I am going to trim the type for 856. I will remove remaining all transactions. Okay.
Okay.
So here type is 856. So now control, there will be nothing. This is ISA segment and then function group. Here outbound is not required. Now we are going, anyway both are inbound and outbound option, there won't be much difference. And then so in the inside the partner we have to keep only 856.
So if you are dealing with inbound, then we need to keep only inbound, right?
Yes, yes. I deleted outbound.
Both won't be there in one single thing, right? Right?
It won't be.
There in one single. Oh, it will be there, right? Inbound, outbound in a map.
Getting your question. What both won't be there?
No, no, both will be there. Right? Inbound and outbound will be there, right? In a map.
Where
Normal, normally in a map, like in a project.
in a product both inbound and outbound will be there, but the same map won't be there, right?
Okay, we won't use the same map. We will split the map. Split the type tree. Yeah.
That's why, yeah, we have to use different type of design. We'll
Okay.
So I kept only 856. So similarly for here, partner, delete the outbound. Now we are doing X12 to XML. That's why we are keeping only inbound. So here also delete everything except 856.
No, one more question. Like if the message has many like 850 to 855 something is there, then that time we need to keep this same type tree, or for each message we need to create separate type tree.
Pardon, what is your question?
No, if the file has many messages like 822, 833
Okay.
or 8215 something.
What under all the message types you want?
No, if it has, then what we need to do? We need to keep the same type tree, or
No, you have to keep what under all the message types you want.
oh, okay, okay.
Because you don't keep if you keep all thing it will the server will memory there it will take huge memory. You shouldn't keep all the message, only there will be whatever the message types you accept. It's not no, you shouldn't keep. Actually generally for that kind of transaction we will create our own type tree. Own type
Own type tree. Okay.
having only ISA, GS, then all I mean STS will be having read it as a one blob. Blob means it will accept all kind of data between GS, so that so based on the GS01 we will identify which transaction, whether it is for 856 there will be GS01 will be SH, for 850 it will be PO. So based on GS01 we will call the map translation map. So when you receive one file with all 832, 850, it's not like translation map. We won't do translation. Correct.
Okay.
It is not
Yeah.
possible. When we receive multiple messages, how will you do the mapping?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
right.
we have to design a type tree. It will accept it will be type tree will be having ISA segment, GS segment, and then one blob. Blob will read all data between G and GE, whatever the message type it is, 832, 856, any data. So based
Okay.
on GS01, this map will call the next map. So that is one of
Okay.
the
So only the datas are different in between ST and SC, right? ISA and GS are same, right? Mostly for
yes.
all messages.
Only GS01 will value will get changed.
Yeah, value will change. Okay.
So I now deleted from functional group and also from the 4010. Now I have to go for interchange and transmission. So here also
Transmission. Which segment we to look at? Transmission, inside transmission?
which what is that
Which segment you told
for?
me to look at inside transmission? The message saying external inside. Partner, partner something you told me.
Here GH01
Yeah, inside partner.
for 856 GH01
Inside partner, what I need to look at?
GH01 is SH for 856.
Ah, okay, F. Okay,
Similarly,
okay, F,
ST01 will be
F.
856. See here, ST0 for every message type, ST01 and GH01 will be having unique values. ST01 will be number like 850, 101. Here code for 856 there will be one code like that.
And the loop you loop means
See here, these
like
are all the codes GH01. AA means 832, AB means 219. And what is the transaction here? They will be providing. This is component rule. That means I mean restriction list. These under all the GS01 restriction list. Only these values it will accept. See here, PO there will be PO for 8 PO. Yeah, here PO for 850 purchase order. And if you see SH, SH. Now we are dealing with SH. So if you see SH is the shipment notification 856.
Okay.
So now we remove that. This thing still we have it.
And looping is inside the STNSC segment, right? Loop.
Now which loop? There will be at every level there is looping.
Every level, every segment level.
No, no, which looping? Looping means occurrence of multiple. That is the meaning of looping.
Currents of multiple. So in map we put S, right? That way, right? No.
Wait, see. Now, if I select inbound transmission, this is one looping. This is looping for multiple ISA IEA. And inside that,
Okay.
if we go, so here one ISA, one AE, and this is so here this is one loop, and this is one loop. This is for GHGE. So here also this is one looping, and then after that GHGE in between GHGE this is also one looping. This is for multiple STSC, and inside that STSC loop HL. This is also one looping, and here DTM also. If you want looping, you can do the loop multiple times because this is 0:10. Maximum 10 times you can do looping.
Okay. Loop HL means 1 to 20,000. No, 2
Maximum
lakh.
20,000 as per the EDI standards. Loop HL will come maximum, not 20,000. 2 lakhs.
2 lakh.
2 lakhs.
Loop actually is the actual detail of STNSC.
For this
ST segment.
notification, what and are all the shipment details, in-depth details. It will be having the header will be having just like shipment order. I mean shipment number. Here loop HL will be for that shipment number. What and are all the items? What and are all the quantity? Like different details. What and are all the packages details, dimensions, quantity like that.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have
Okay. It
the
will,
type 3 for 856. Yeah, tell me.
no, like it, we will have some implementation guide for that, right?
Yeah, we'll be having.
Okay.
If you are in project, they will be providing if you want. I mean, you again, you every customer will provide. Like, you
Oh,
buy
implementation guide. Okay.
because BA will do the mapping also, mapping split document preparation. So now we have to do the mapping from next working. Six. So now you want multiple ISS, you can select multiple ISS. Now let me select multiple. Yeah. Now let me correct this file because this is not the correct file. Correct.
Yeah. He is a partner in. What you select?
Huh?
What is selected?
The properties, type to properties. So here it should be 10. Here also. Next it should be gender should be 15. But now 9 is 10, 7, 12, 13. Here 10, 7, 15. Now it's correct 105.
Oh, it should be 105.
Yeah, I mean including Terminator 106.
No, where you see that? Okay.
What?
Oh, here
Not.
in the type tree.
No, what do you want to say?
No, no, in the type tree where you saw that that it should be like 15 something
No, we
character.
know that. Okay.
Okay.
You want to see here? See here. Interchange sender ID. Type the length, maximum size 15. Clear?
Maximum 15. Okay.
So now just run the map. It's completed successfully. So data is correct. VDI file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now go for output XML. Invite. Select the top. Okay. Now, so this is if you want XML version, then map it to 1. XML file will be having one first line XML version UTF-8 encoding, right? If you want
Mm-hmm.
that, right, we have to map like here UTF-8. Then
Okay.
set 9. Then global, then invoice bridge element. So this is the root tag. Invoice bridge element is the root tag, and then here it is having some attribute list. If you want any mapping for attribute, you can map it here. Otherwise, you can leave none. And then invoice. So now what we'll do? We'll create invoice for every ISA IA. That is the requirement. So what should you do?
Function mode. Yeah.
So yeah,
Group.
create
Oh,
invoice, and there is a ISA control number inside invoice. So that should be incremented for every. No, okay,
yes.
invoice is not. Okay, yeah, create invoice. What should I pass here?
Like
What should I pass? Which group? Here input.
go
Pardon?
partner import is
This one.
uh,
If you pass here, what it will be having? It will be having only ISA.
okay. Then the portfolio, right?
Hmm?
Sorry.
See, what is we have to pass. We have to create invoice for every ISA IE, right? So what is ISA IE? It is present inside the inbound
Ex
interchange. This is the point. So you have to pass that inbound interchange like this,
oh,
so that
okay.
it will look what is inbound interchange. It is having multiple ISA IA. This is the inbound interchange.
Okay.
So you have to pass inbound interchange, so that for every ISA IA, this functional map will get created. Then insert none if empty. If there are any empty, it will map to none. Then function map is a create. Okay.
Okay.
Then do some simple mapping. So here it is having company, division, ticket number and all. Just maybe for control number, okay, ticket control number is there, right? For that we'll map I interchange control number. Okay, just sample. Okay,
Okay.
for company we'll match interchange sender ID, and warehouse will match receiver ID. Just mapping, simple mapping I'm doing. Okay, Now here ticket number group is there. Okay. Now inside that it is having value ticket number type. So suppose if I have to do the mapping for value ticket number type, do, do I need to do direct mapping or do I need to write the function map for ticket number?
function map,
Why?
because it's
What is the need of function map? I just want to.
no, it's 0 1. Okay, 0 1. Okay,
You can do
no,
direct.
it's not a second. Yeah, direct.
So you can suppose assume that it should be mapped to interchange. Otherwise, if you assume that it has to be mapped to interchange control element. So like that. Then order number.
And what is that greater than and less than symbol inside the no inside each and every this thing segment? Yeah.
For partition, it will come like that. You see here, this is partition. For wherever partition is there, that symbol will come.
Oh, partition is that one.
For normal, it will come colon. For partition, it will come like this.
Okay.
When you drag and drop. So you now put 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. Everything is interchange whole element. Then invoice header. So invoice header also 0:1. Correct. Invoice
Just one, yeah.
so 0:1 is second. Now
direct.
so date created. So I suppose I want current date time. So you will do current date time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then shift to. Maybe you can put okay multiple GHG. Suppose assume that now our file will be having only one GHG. So if we want GS0 application receiver ID map to shift to. Then sort and label type something map functional ID code one-to-one mapping. So shift date here. If you want map this date field, I'm just mapping. I'm not checking what is the types and all. While building, we come to know there are any errors.
Okay.
Given as the header. Now invoice detail. So here invoice detail we have to look for every STSC. Okay. So
Okay.
what is STSC? So what should I pass for? So my requirement is I need to create the invoice detail for every STSC. So what should I do?
Function map. Okay.
Create invoice detail. What should I pass
Yes.
for every STSC?
Transaction.
So
Transaction involved one.
and then I need inside that I need to map for one field index how many times this invoice detail is creating. So I have given the index of $second argument.
No, what is that? I didn't get it. What do you tell?
I need to map the index. That means how many number of details created inside the invoice. Like 1, 2, 3. It should get increment for every time. One of the
Okay.
assume that pick ticket line number that should get increment for every invoice detail. So
Okay.
how can you do? You have to pass the index. Okay, got it?
No, increment like for what?
This pick ticket line number is there, right?
Uh-huh.
This should get increment for every invoice detail. It should be sequence number. That is the requirement. For every invoice
Okay.
detail, this should be sequence.
Okay.
So how will you?
Okay. Increment. Okay. Passing index, right.
Huh? Got
Yeah, right. Passing the index, okay.
what? No, what you want to me?
No, passing the index, right? Index of dollar that it will increment one like 1, 2, 3
Yes.
like that way.
So insert none, it's empty. So that it will map none everywhere wherever root is not there. So go to function map wizard. because there is no field. It will show in yellow color. Go ahead with reset, create, then manually add the now manually add the second input card. So second input card is number field. Index is the number field. So go to any number field. So it is 6 input type is select. Okay. Type is select plastic type. You can choose any type. It's not like you just need one number field. It is not like function map
Integer.
you have input type is alone. You can use invoice also,
Mm-hmm.
output type also, and just you need one number field. That's it. So this ticket line number. This is the number field. So I'm selecting that field. Just I'm mapping ticket line number. So just map insert multiple. Just will check the code. Just we have mapped some 5 to 6 fields. Now it is showing some error. Output of argument tool doesn't match output type. That means input is some type, output is some type. So where it is showing f create invoice,
Invoice.
f create invoice, then which field? Ticket control number.
Ticket. Okay.
So go to ticket control number. So this is here. So go to showing properties. Check the properties of ticket control number. So what is this? This is text, but input is number. So we have to do conversion, number to text. Okay, clear? Following me?
No,
Yeah, tell me.
no. Why you done that? Number to test?
No, input is interchange control number is that number, but
Number.
this duplicate control number is the text.
Test. Okay.
That's right. Then you create and value duplicate number type here also. This is also output of argument tool doesn't match output type. I know that input is text number. When I verify the output field, it is text. So we
Okay.
do the conversion number to text. So I have done that 2 places. So now let me build the map. So now there are no errors. Now run the map. So map completed successfully. If we see the output, invoice.xml. See here XML version because we have done the mapping 1 and UTF-8. That's why it is populating this tag. And then invoice will be tag. Then
Okay.
invoice. Then company is test. So first field is we have mapped the interchange sender ID. So here this is the sender ID. ISA 06 is the sender ID. ISA 08 is the receiver ID. So this is authorization information. ISA 01 and 02 authorization, 03 and 04 security, 05 is the sender qualifier, 06 is the sender ID, 07 is the receiver qualifier, 08 is the receiver. This is the ISA structure.
Okay.
ISA 0, this is the ISA 01. This is element delimiter, this is 01. Authorization qualifier, authorization. Security qualifier, security data. Then sender qualifier, sender ID. So this is 5, 6, 7 is the receiver qualifier, 8 is the receiver data. Then date, time, control standard.
Oh, that. Okay. Okay. That way it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that way it is read. We are reading that way. Okay.
Yes, yes. So each
Mm.
field is delimited with here cache character.
Okay.
Okay, asterisk, right?
Mm.
So now I map the sender ID. So sender ID is test. That's why company is mapping as test. Then pick ticket control number. This is interchange control number. So interchange control number is this one. So that's why it is mapping interchange control number. Then warehouse. Warehouse is mapped to receiver. So receiver is also test. Then interchange control number. Then date created. So when it comes down, date created. We map current date time. So it is showing a CCYY-MM-DD THS24 MMSS dot millisecond plus 530. Why? Because you can see that showing properties output type B, the format is like that. CCYY-MMDD THS24 MMS plus or minus ZZ dot ZZ. That's why it is
Okay.
in the
Hmm.
same format.
Their data language UTF-8, right? Not native.
Pardon?
Go back. Your data language is UTF-8.
Yes. So it will
Okay.
accept UTF-8 characters also.
Okay.
So date created. Then shift to the text. Then carton label type. Carton label type we map to GH01. So GH01 is the SH for 856. So this is GH01. This is GH02. GH02 is the GS sender. GH03 is the GS receiver. So it's like ISA segment is the company. So
Okay.
for one customer, there will be one customer, sender and receiver, and GS will be having subtype. Like company will be having administration, IT, non-IT like that. So which
Okay.
subtype is the sending? So this is the GS sender. So for IS, this is the main sender. This is sub sender. Like this, GS is sub receiver. This is will be having in-depth receiver. Like company will be having sub department, right? So this GS
Okay.
will be having sub department. So this is GH02 is the sender, GH03 is the receiver. So and then
Okay.
date element. This is the date element. 2015 03 18. So it is mapped to 2015 03 18. It's automatically populated to 00. Why? Because the date format is like that. Showing properties. So when both input and output type are date and time, it will automatically do the conversion. See here, CCYY THS24. That's right. But in our input is only date 2015 03 18. So time is populated as 00.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
Yeah, and then down is the STSC segment.
Yeah. There is only one HTSC. That's why in ticket line number is coming as one. If you see here, I passed. So there are two HTSC. Okay.
Yeah, two.
Let me check what is here. Why HT? Yeah, there should be two. There are two, right? Here, one and two. Invoice detail. There are two invoice detail. This is one invoice detail. This is one invoice detail.
Okay. Okay.
There are two. So there in the input also there are two HTSC. That's why there are one and two. We haven't mapped
Okay.
anything. We mapped only index.
Hmm.
Clear?
Okay.
So that is that we haven't covered. Oh, what should we cover then? Next class. We are dealing with where we are.
We are
Lookup.
lookup. We finish extract finish.
Yeah, we are lookup and lookup and extract. Index also is so okay
Get
get
directory.
okay.
That is remaining.
We will see get inside. It's basically to set the values like sequence across the files. So it
Okay.
will automatically set the sequence like for increment across the files. Here we are using index that index will be helpful within the file, right? Suppose if we want to maintain the sequence across the file, it will basically for outputs as we'll do it in ISA output EDI output. So ISA control number should be increment across the file like 1, 2, 3, right? That time we'll use get.
Mhm.
Then get directly, if we give get directly of input card name, it will give the what is the directory for your map and it will give the file name. Okay,
Okay.
you can do that.
Hmm.
Get directly get file name, get partition name. It won't be used. Get partition name something like if we use get partition name some this year 4010. So F42 is assume that here 856, 850, 832 is there in the type tree. Suppose if the data is coming for 832, it will give the partition name 832. If the data is come for 856, it will give 850. It will basically return the partition object name. Whether data is 856, 850, 832 like that. It won't be used.
Okay.
And index is the it will return only it will be looped for valid objects. So if instead of dollar, if we give index of input like transaction, index of transaction.
Yeah.
So for every transaction, index of dollar means for every function map execution it will be incremented. Suppose if we give index of input side input object transaction 856 inbound, so that for every transaction it will give the number like 123. So the difference between index and index absolute means index absolute will give the output for both valid and invalid. Both
Okay.
valid and invalid. Index will give the index for only valid. That is the difference.
Okay.
If there are any invalid objects in the input side, if you give index of absolute, it will give the like 123 both valid and invalid. But whereas index will return only for valid. Basically, we
Okay.
won't use. We generally use for out index of dollar only for indexing.
Okay.
We have already covered last error code, last error message, lookup, member. Then we have search down, search up, sort up, and unique. We left with here. We'll see that
Okay.
now sort up, search down, unique. For this, we have to do different mapping. So tomorrow we will do different mapping like EDI to pixel length.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
So there we will cover tomorrow search up, search down, sort down and all. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Unique.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Do you have any
Yeah.
in this thing? So basically you don't need to create the EDA type list. You will just trim that whatever the transaction you want and then you just will do the mapping circuit. Because IBM will already provide the packages for EDA all transaction types.
Okay. Just whatever we need to just cut and paste
And
that way.
cut and paste and just use that.
Okay.
Even if we what projects will do already, they will do the cut and already there will be some projects already you might be implemented. So generally they will already do the trim and you will place the transaction separately like 856 one type 851 type. Most of the time just we will reuse the type.
Oh, they
Only
use
if we
that way.
receive the new message type, then only we will do the cut and down. Already most frequent used message type, there should be already type is cut and down. For previous project, there should be someone developer, right?
Yeah.
We can reuse
But
them.
the main thing is a mapping, that each
Yes,
and every field, like
yes.
that's the main thing, I think.